Congratulations, excellent win. Sum it up for me, please.
Well, obviously delighted to get the bonus point win. I thought Scotland played as they always do against us. You know, they're very hard to shake off. I thought they played a very physical game. I thought, as far as the defence is concerned, two in the tackle, they stayed tough in the breakdown, and they were able to get numbers on feet, and it was hard to break them down. But having said all that, it was a proper test match because of how they brought their own intensity to the game. But we ground out a brilliant win in the end. You know, we've shown that we can play some really good rugby, scored quite a few tries, but we've also shown in the last couple of weeks there that we've got some grit. You know, we've got some nerve to stay calm and take the game right to the death and get the bonus point win. So delighted for all that. Obviously, we're disappointed not to be in with a chance of winning a Grand Slam like France are, but we dusted ourselves off after the disappointment of Paris and got back on the horse, and I think that's all you can ask for. 3 bonus point wins on the trot is some achievement.
Johnny, congratulations. I know Andy was speaking before about trying to get your best performance at the championship out, but actually when it comes down to it, it's really all about getting the win and getting the bonus point. Just to give us a shout and make it an interesting match tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we played our best rugby, but like Faz just said, they make life very tough. You know, their defence is probably the best organised defence that we've faced, I think. You know, there are a lot of guys in the front line going hard at the breakdown. You know, at times we didn't exploit it as well as we could. At other times we showed some great things, and then we gave the ball away a couple of times quite easy. You know, 5 metres out from their line a couple of times, kicked it away a couple of times. So look, it's a good place to be, isn't it? You know, after 3 bonus point wins in a row, bounce back from the French game. To do that, very proud of this team and how we've done it. But it's a good place to be because there's so much more left in us, and that's what we got to keep driving home. We want to enjoy tonight, obviously, but we've got the biggest test in World Rugby, which is going down to New Zealand and playing a lot of games down there. So we're going to have to be a hell of a lot better over the next year and a half, and that's what all our focus will be on.
Can you just set the scene for me? What's going to happen now to get showered, and will you be up in time for the 8 o'clock kickoff? Is there a dinner ongoing at the same time as the match is on, or how is that going to play out?
All the above. Upstairs for dinner and watch the game, and it's out of our control now. But you know, if last week is anything to go by, England are going to give it their everything, and you know, we're obviously shouting for England.
What'll that be like?
It'll be strange, but it'll be, you know, like, remember the reverse fixture years ago? We went to Murrayfield and got a big win, and France came to Twickenham, and England put in an unbelievable performance and just came up short. And yeah, it was a crazy night watching that. So probably something similar ahead.
Well done, lads. Enjoy the night.
Thank you.
Hi lads, Aisling here from Off the Ball. How are you?
Great,
Good,
thanks.
thank you.
Congratulations, a super win and a really special occasion here at the Aviva. Johnny, just to come to you first, it was really special, I suppose, to see you out there with your kids on the pitch as well. It must be a special moment.
Yeah, it's the reason why you play the game, for moments like that. You know, especially being a little bit older than some of the lads, having my kids there is extra special, and it's a big motivation to do it, and yeah, very special to have them there, and they were so excited. You know, all week they were talking about the trophy, and I don't think I've been as nervous for a game for a long time. But look, we got there in the end. Plenty to work on, but yeah, very special moment.
Why do you think you were so nervous?
I think
I've played in many big games before. Still not got used to it.
Because I think it's because this team means so much to me. Genuine. I wanted us to have something to show for all our hard work over the last 8 weeks. It's an incredible environment, and it was more for the squad. Yeah, and that was it. I was nervous. I wanted us to play our best. We didn't quite get there, but we played pretty well at times, and we showed, like Faz said, which is the most important thing. We showed guts. We showed everyone in the stadium what it means for us to play for Ireland, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, you definitely done that. Congratulations. And Andy, just to come to you, Dan Sheehan, just to mention him, he got the first try. He was part of the second one, creating that one as well. He's had a brilliant Six Nations.
Wow, he was amazing. He was amazing, you know, and I mean, obviously we was gutted that we lost Ronan, but obviously there becomes an opportunity there, doesn't there? And Dan's stepped up to the plate, and you know, to go to Paris and then go to Twickenham and learn a few lessons there as well, and you know, right a few wrongs this afternoon, stroke evening. Wow, to have so few caps and have all that experience under your belt and perform like he did, you know, the future's bright for him.
Brilliant, congratulations, enjoy the celebrations.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi Andy, just to touch on Johnny's point there about how much this means for the whole team, and I know you guys have spoken about not wanting trophies to validate everything you were doing, but just how pleased are you for yourself and all your players that there's something to hang your hat on in terms of the improvements that you've seen?
Yeah, it's not just the play. It's not just the players. It's not just the players that took the field. I mean, Keith Earls is probably the only one that's not been able to make it here tonight. You know, the rest of the guys that are injured are here in the changing rooms celebrating along with the lads, which is fantastic. You know. And it shows the togetherness in the celebrations, though, how much it means for one another. And it's not just that. It's, I don't know how many people we've got. You know, we've got quite a few staff as well, and it's the whole group, and it's the whole energy that the group bring together. Everyone mucking in for one another, everyone understanding that it's their team. They all take responsibility for it, and then, you know, a special mention to the coaches. You know, they've been outstanding, and it's a tough old road of Six Nations to work unbelievably hard for 8 weeks and be on it every single day. And this group, because of their togetherness, has managed to do that, and they get the rewards for it in the end.
Johnny, just to touch on that, you've been a part of so many camps. Can you just touch on the atmosphere in the team and around the squad for the whole course of this 7-week block, and how much you guys gained as a collective?
Yeah, well, I've kind of touched on it already, but yeah, it's a very tight bunch. You know, we've come from some low times. You know, you got to remember, like it was only a couple of years ago, we were being written off. You know, the coach was being written off, the captain was being written off, the team was being written off, wrong man, you know, everything. So, you know, it's pretty fickle sport, isn't it? You know, so we will keep our feet grounded because we know how fickle it is. And but like I said, I'm just proud of this, to be a part of this group, and yeah, it's a very special atmosphere in there.
Thanks, congrats, guys.
Hi, Johnny. You mentioned previously about building over the next year and a half. And looking ahead, do you think this is the best group that you've been involved with in terms of potentially giving a good account of yourselves when it does come to a World Cup in terms of your all-round strength?
Well, we've got great potential, don't we? That's what we have at the moment, but we got to make it reality, and we got to keep building over the next, whatever it is, 18 months to make sure that when it does come around. But if you know, we've taken a slightly different approach. We've started talking about it already. This is the journey, which is a different approach to the previous management that I've worked under. Which is I think this is the right way to do it, and we're confident in the journey that we're on. That's all we can. But at the moment, it's only an opportunity. We need to keep developing. You know, we had some young guys in during the week that were incredibly impressive. We've had some young guys in throughout the last year that have been incredibly impressive, and we need to bring them up to speed and make sure that they're ready. You know, in 18 months' time, we'll get a few bolters, I think, and guys that will make a huge difference. And that's what we need over the next 18 months. We need to make the squad stronger and better, and I'm sure that's what Andy will be doing, and you know, relying on the leadership group to do it too.
Thank you very much. And just a quick question for Andy. A word on Hugo Keenan, and particularly that tackle on Stuart Hogg. Did you enjoy that
Well, there's some momentum changes, isn't there? You know, and you know when things are going to go your way when you've got players like that pulling special moments out of the bag. And then I think if you look at the second half, those special plays lift everyone, but just in general, I suppose the whole team lifted each other, and I suppose it's parts of the game that you guys probably won't judge as much as us, but we was unbelievable defending our own line in that second half. You know, they had plenty of opportunities to score some tries there, and we hung unbelievably tough. And you know, we talked about that at half time, and we also said about our carry and how tough we can be at the other end of the field. You know, and to score 2 tries is fitting for the determination that they had to keep Scotland out as well.
Thanks very much. Well done. Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.
Hey Andy, congrats
Hey,
on
Murray.
the Triple Crown. Johnny mentioned New Zealand earlier on. How important is that tour going to be for the development of this group?
It's massive. It's massive. It's the perfect opportunity that the group need. Obviously, we've talked time and time again about the lack of touring. You know, it's priceless. It looks like we're able to take a slightly bigger group, which is great because we've probably had 37 lads in camp, and you know there's probably 5 or 6 of them that's gone away injured. So there's people that's already had a sniff, some people that's not had a game, but we want to see them under pressure. I suppose going to New Zealand, there'll be no pressure like it, so it's the perfect opportunity for us to find out more about ourselves.
Have you got clarity around those extra games yet?
Have we got clarity around those extra games yet?
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet, Murray. David tells me.
Johnny, congrats.
Shuckers is actually in charge.
Dan Sheehan's development, he's one to go to the first through. How impressed have you been with him?
Very, very impressed. Like to produce a performance like that, it was probably what's his first final, really. You know, when there's something on the line, trophy on the line. To have a performance like that is incredible. You know, there was one phase of play, he was just everywhere, yeah, it was outstanding at set piece. You know, we're blessed to have him, Ronan Keller, and Squish Rob Herring as well. You know, Rob was outstanding when he came on against England and today. So blessed to have the 3 and Dave Heffernan pushing to get in, and he's been with us as well since Rowe went down. I suppose it's a position of strength at the moment, and we probably need someone else to come and keep pushing those 4 as well.
Thanks, Jordan.
Anything further there, guys?
Andy, just when Johnny mentioned about Bolters there, and for someone who was put into a senior setup as a very young man, as you were, was Nathan Doak close to coming in as a development player, or how do you see him being involved? Because Dan McFarlane said he's struggling to think of anyone more mature, or a more mature 20-year-old. So where would Nathan Doak in your thinking?
Yeah, he's played very well. But obviously, watching him as we're watching everyone else as well. I suppose with Nathan, I suppose the great thing for him over the last 6 months is that he's been playing. So if people are starting and getting opportunities like that, there's no better experience than to let them grow, you know. And he's certainly done that. And along with others, I suppose when you look at the guys that we've brought in, the younger guys that we've brought in, they're the guys that are probably not starting all the time or coming, just squad players, etc. So the experience does them well, but there's nothing like playing.
Thanks, lads.
Okay, folks.
Right.
We'll just take the last one.
Just one quick one, if that's okay. You touched on it earlier. You said this is a very calm group. You're able to roll punches quite well. Last week and today, maybe the first 10 minutes as well. This seems like the calmest Ireland squad in the world in terms of dealing with when things go slightly wrong in games. I'm just wondering, as a coach, how do you go about trying to create that environment where you guys are able to respond so well and still win games so comfortably in the end?
It's part of our development. The mental side of the game is just as important as the physical side, and I think what we can steal a jump on our potential, really, the more that we keep concentrating on that. So it's something that we talk about a lot, and you've seen it again today. You know, we kicked for the corner a few times and we didn't come away with the points or the accuracy that we wanted, but we stayed calm, and because of that we kept the field position and the pressure on Scotland, and the points came in the end, and they believe in that, you know. And you know, errors are common, and some games there's more than others, but errors are common, and how you react to that's your choice. And at the minute we're able to stay nice and calm and get on with the next job, and I think that's been one of the reasons anyway why we've managed to get the bonus point wins.